I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire. Hello. Sheriff, unplug your speakers before you hit your mic. Jesus fucking Christ. It is Super Bowl Sunday. It's the last day I get to wear my colors before I got to put this shit away until September. Oh, well, another year. What's up, John Cole? What's up, Just Chillin'? Negasonic? Red Screen? What do we got here? Batman is the architect of reality. It seems like we've heard that before. Let's jump in.
And what's up, folks?
How's
everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing well. And I am going to get today started. Get this party started.
Yeah.
You understand? A couple matters I want to talk about. It'll be different things, different aspects. Totally different perspective, because you're going to get a real perspective of actual reality, right? But number one thing I want to say is that whole Larry Wheels situation going on is absolutely hilarious. I've never even known who he is, right? And that's the thing, most of these celebrities, they're not really
Larry Wheels.
They're
now?
not really
Jesus
famous.
Christ.
And it's literally all.
It's the government.
Yeah, it's just funny, man.
I don't know what that is, and I got noticed
Like I
yesterday.
said, but me, we're going to continue to push forward.
I don't see him on my end, on the
situation is
broadcast end, but on like the other streams and shit like that. I noticed it on Rich's yesterday.
Hilarious. And I'm telling you, that's literally what so-called women believe their job is now, is they just believe they're entitled.
Where's my weed grinder?
And they literally are just all trying to get money and harbor money and keep it to themselves. That's why, you got to be smart, right? And this is what I'm saying. Man, you can see clear as day what the situation is, just like every day, just like out here.
Is he going to say Larry Wheels owes him money now?
Just like anywhere. Where is most of this coming from? Most of these feelings, most of what? A lot of the jellyfish energy. Where is most of it coming from? Come on, man. It's common sense, bro. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, and that's the crazy part. They try to keep money and this and that, and yet somehow, right? It seems like none of them ever have any money. They don't achieve real success, because real success takes hard work, and it takes, it takes a man. You know what I mean? Like I said, this was all a government agenda. It was clear as day since day one. They've been doing this for decades. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go into the specifics of what I heard or saw in the video title, but I'm just saying, man, that's the problem, when you got, this is going to be the future of this generation and these generations to come. The future is that we're going to have a lot of dudes that don't believe in themselves, right? And don't know how to be men. You understand? Do you understand that? Do you understand how serious that is?
No.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. No, this is a man's world. And that's why all these little homies always feel phased, right?
Says the
they're
guy
not
who
even
needs
used to it no more, right? Because they never seen nothing like me, I'm a real man. It's different. You understand? It's always been different. You know what I mean? I love when the readings are like, these folks never thought it would be you. I don't understand why. I think that's not real. I think they always knew it would be me. See, that's the thing. I think people see your vision. I think people see your potential and see who you are. I mean, these people have seen me make millions of dollars every year in front of them consecutively, independent capital. So no, folks knew it would be me. You know what I mean? Maybe, I think honestly, like that's the thing. Like in Austin, it's like anywhere, it's like mass hypnosis, and that's really what's going on. So I mean, yeah, now people construct a fake reality, but right, like I said, when I'm around,
Smoke them if
it's
you got them.
totally different. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, so they know it's not real. So nah, I think they always knew it was me. I think that's what this is all about, is that people know that I'm blessed, beyond comprehension, divinely protected, all of that. You know what I mean? People know that I've accomplished more than anyone ever will or ever could. And it's not even comparable. That's the thing. Folks would be like, oh, this and that. Oh, money. Oh, this is your situation. But meanwhile, my situation wouldn't matter because I've already succeeded and I'm 36 aging backwards and I'm an immortal vampire. So my situation clearly wouldn't matter, right? Why would my situation ever matter at any point? Doesn't even make sense, right? Well, that's pretty much the consensus. You understand?
Dutch.
Pretty much the consensus, and it's never going to change, and it never will. And it's just reality. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? Like, it's hilarious, man. Like, it is just absolutely hilarious. But yeah, like I said, you got to understand, how do I explain this? Like, I mean, I don't even get where any of that comes from. It was just like when I said, like, you could see what's going on. You know what I mean? Clear as day. You could see what's going on. Like, brother, if people are going to spend their time while they working, talking and gossiping and saying things that aren't true, okay, that's fine. The part that people forget is I'm a grown man. See, like, has nothing to do with me, man. I'm a grown man. You understand? So, like I said,
I'm a real
folks know
boy.
what it is, man. They know reality. You know what I mean? That's why, no wonder I would always be wondering, like, where is this even coming from? Like, I'm a good dude, man. I'm a solid dude. As thorough as it gets. You know what I mean? Literally run the streets. You understand? Like, like, that's fine with me, because anybody who's with enabling behavior or enabling things that clearly aren't true and are self-explanatory, right? I mean, hey, they weren't on my side to begin with, were they? You know what I mean? Like, they weren't supportive to begin with, were they? You know what I mean? So that's all good. I mean, I don't mind. I did all this with no support. When I came to Austin, like I said, I came over there with over $300,000 in the bank, like looking for the bank. That's what I came up there to do. And all these women were looking at me because I'm pulling up in the Porsche and I'm walking, not even with the Porsche, just walking around in a suit looking beautiful and handsome. Right?
Downrange, what up?
That's how I came to the city, came back. You know what I mean? I've been up and down. I had a lot going on. I had my own situations. I've been on the move. I've been on a whole lot of different situations. So for me, I'm real as it gets. So it's like that's the number one thing that I would never pay any attention to is gossip. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I'm not in them folks' situation, because my father was a real man and he raised a real man. You know what I mean? I will never be in a situation like that. And I keep telling them. I've been telling them. Yeah, these so-called women will entertain you, right? They just after the bag. Tell me when I'm lying. They just after the bag. They don't even know how to do anything else. See, that's the thing. Like, you're supposed to be looking for a real man. Instead, you're just sitting there entertaining a culture, right? Feeling entitled and don't even know who or what you are or your actual value. I mean, the truth is, look at it, man. Like, look at these groups and look how they deal with women.
There's your
They
hero.
can't say nothing. And like, all it becomes is the same situation, a financial situation. I ain't never, and I'm talking about at any point, ever had a situation like that. Never been in a situation like
Lobster, what
that.
up?
Like, that's the thing. Like, no.
Today's the day I get to take all your money.
You got readers saying things that make no sense. I already know what that
Who
is.
else here
You
is in the
got people
pool?
that
Lobster's
want to
in.
talk to talk. Talk is cheap, man. You understand? The only situation that I'm part of is what's right in
What's up,
front of me
Lazy?
out here. You understand? I have never been in any other kind of situations. You know what I mean? And I've never had women problems. And that's just a fact. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the thing. Like, if folks ain't going to talk to you, well, how are you going to get the truth? And why are you worried about it? You
Problem
understand?
with your women is, Joey, is that they don't exist.
That's the better question. See, we have a culture of gossip, and folks want to always be on their phone. What? Ain't got nothing to do with
Fallout,
nothing.
that
I'm on
is
my phone
risky
because
right
it's my
there.
job.
That
And even I'm not paying that much
neckline
attention
is
to it.
wide
Like,
open.
yo, if you pay attention, I'm doing what I need to do. You know? So for me, man, it's kind of funny. You know what I mean? But that's what's crazy how they, want to say terminologies, but all the terminologies apply to
That
them.
guy. What up?
You know what I mean? How, like, I mean, I could respond 8 million different ways. And the way that everything is designed is where I can't really respond freely. And that's okay, because honestly, it helps me. It keeps me in check and it helps me. It does. It's advantages to me. That's what people don't get. It's all business over here. Always. With me, it's all business.
Just Bennett.
Ain't no emotions involved unless
All
it's
about the
really got to
Bennett.
do with someone I truly love. And that's different. You know what I mean? And if it was, it's real love. It's not, it doesn't become any other situation like what Larry Wheels is going through.
Where did
You know what I mean?
Larry Wheels get involved with any of this? Really?
And
This is so
all for
random.
what? Because you continue to exhibit the same behavior. Anything that you have to, put on a pedestal, it's because, well, it's hard for you to access and get. See what I'm saying? You notice that's all they talk about. They run around talking about what you have, this and that, but they don't even know you. That's like trying to tell me all this and that. Man, you might want to ask about me. You know what I mean? I got a lot of history. Okay. Like I said, I outdid Wilt Chamberlain in the women's department. It's not even close. Okay. Seriously. That's why it's funny, because folks don't know a thing about me. None of y'all. You know what I mean? And you can
Larry
see
Wheels
it
is
just
the
looking at me. I'm a
bodybuilder.
good looking dude. And I'm on point. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even move the same. We've never been the same. Do you understand that? Ever. Why do you think there's so many jellyfish? I got a lot to be jelly of, apparently, right? I mean, that's the only way. Brother, I would never, ever, ever, be in any of them situations like that, especially with women. You serious? Probably gonna waste my time. Real talk. That's the thing. Like, that's why, like, this new generation, and like I said, it's everybody. It's the older folks, everyone. That is the new generation, right? And it's comprised of everybody. I mean, why do you think they don't really deal with me and talk to me that much? Because they know I'm not you.
You're an asshole.
You know what I mean? They know already just by hearing me talk and listening. They like, man, that's a real man. He's a powerful dude. You know what I mean? And it really ain't a good thing to them because they looking at it from a wrong perspective. And that's my point, because they thinking about what they can get and what they can get over on. That's narcissism. That's what this society teaches and taught and programmed through social media. It's what you can get away with. That don't make no sense. You can't have no relationship like that. That's just somebody trying to make a come up. So see, there's a difference between a relationship and that, right? Two totally different things. One is something you see in the hood, in the ghetto where I come from, the real one, every day, right? And then the other one, you know, it just is totally different. It's, you know, if it's a relationship, there's respect there, and that respect is shown, and it's pretty easy to see.
Yeah, real quick, when he finishes this up, whatever, the Super Bowl's in what, an hour? 3:30, I think. It'll probably be like 4:30 before it even gets going with all the fucking bullshit. But I'll probably throw it on in VC if anyone wants to jump in there. Of course, I'm going to have it on a TV and home too. But if anyone wants to hang out, I'll throw it on there.
You know, so like I said, I mean, folks can tell themselves what they want. I'm trying to move fast here. Folks can tell themselves what they want. Like I said, this is my job and full-fledged career. I'm not too concerned about people talking. People are going to talk. All that talk is going to help me. I thought that was understood already. You know, literally. I'm the real deal, real prophecy, all that. Real deal, Holyfield. Feel me? And I will never have them problems, nor have I. See, that's the thing. People be so quick to say things. When I was doing bar security, right? I remember I was meeting women out there. You can ask anybody. I was the #1 club promoter on 6th Street.
You filled ice
Facts.
in
I have
toilets.
the numbers to prove it. What do you mean?
You
It's
filled
documented.
toilets with ice.
See what I'm saying? So we, you know, we got a culture, and we got, you know, the world and these groups now are so far from reality. When you say the truth isn't popular. It doesn't have to be, but it's a fact. Just like everybody knows, like, you know, a little bit of what I've accomplished on 6th Street. I run that whole street for real. I have all the power, and people know. What do you mean? That's what all this was about. That's what I said literally day one. What are you talking about? I let everybody know who I was, right? I said, this is who I am, right? What's up? And everybody just accepted it and, you know, didn't say anything and went on about their business. See how if I tell you the stories, it's totally different, right? Again, Austin is nothing but a culture of millennials that are trying to harbor the money, right, and make the money for themselves. I mean, hell, y'all need it, you know, like, have it. You can have it, bro. I don't want none of that money. You know, that's not good money. You know what I mean? See, you know how they say good money in the street? They say you're good money. You understand? Don't worry about me. You understand? Like, that's the point. You got to be good money. That's not good money. You know what I mean? It's not good money at all. Feel me? So, like I said, for me, it is what it is, man. You understand? Like, real talk. It is what it is. You feel me? Because I'm winning. And I'm always winning. I'm a grown man. You know, I'm here to teach folks how to be men. Folks should be paying me from all across the planet. You want game, right? Real game, right? You want to know how to win with women and in the women department? You come holler at somebody who has. You come talk to me.
Says the guy who needs a woman to rub his hiney and tell him everything's going to be all right.
See, that's the difference. I really want. You understand? See, that's the thing. They're trying to glorify theatrics and antics. That doesn't make sense. What do you mean? See, I don't have to explain it. Folks got the game backwards. You understand? Come on, man. Like, this is the thing, man. Like, when the readings are talking about this, that's fine. I make my own decisions. Oh, there we go. There's a honk when somebody sees who I am because I'm famous. I'm famous, Mr. Wofford. I'm famous. I'm famous, Charles. I'm famous. He's still going through it. That boy's still going through it. He parked on the side of the street, going through all sorts of karma and all sorts of stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy out there. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can see it. But yeah, I make my own decisions.
Is he still talking about the dude that was parked on the side of the road the other day? That guy? I think you and I were streaming that one. Fucking Jesus Christ.
What I want people to do is pay me and support me. I ain't talking about nothing. Like I said, no negotiations, no conversation, nothing. Folks don't make decisions for me. I make my own decisions. See, that's the thing. Like, what do you mean? Everything's been explained perfectly. You know, I deal with situations that make me happy. And that's all. You understand? Like I said, whoever I meet, it's 100%, and I'm saying this publicly, is going to have to be someone new. You know what I mean? It's going to have to be someone new who doesn't have anything to do with this internet stuff. And it's just that simple. And that's what I said day one. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, wouldn't folks know how to act? Wouldn't they understand? Like, see, I told you exactly what it is. Like, what? See, that's the thing. I make all my own decisions. It's going to have to be someone new. Okay? I'm not an internet guy, man.
I still am trying to figure out where the hell Larry Wheels came from and all this.
So that's the thing. Like, I keep them separated completely. You feel me? That's the thing. These are my rules. This is the only way I operate. It has to be this way.
What's up, Frost?
You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Like, what is y'all on? What is y'all up to? What y'all doing? How's everybody doing today, man? I got a full-fledged career on here, right? I keep it separate. You understand? You have to. See, that's the thing. So, like I said, I mean, this is just hilarious. Who's in control of everything I do online and on here?
Larry Wheels.
Me. I'm the one who built it. So I'm pretty sure I make my own choices, right? Right? So that's the thing. Folks should be going out their way to make sure I'm good and that they listening to me. Whatever I say goes. My word is law, my word is bond. That's why I said that. I'm talking about for real. So that's what I'm saying, man. Folks can talk up a storm, bro. You can type as long and as much as you want. Type. Tappity tap tap, tappity tap tap, tap tap tap, tap tap tap. Tappity tap tap,
Tappy tap tap.
What they do? They tap them keys. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Be tapping them keys. Like I said, I am Achilles reincarnated. Literally, you can see it. None of this was fake. It's all real right in front of you. Right? Like he said, I chose nothing. I was born and this is what I am. And it's the truth. You know, that's how I know I was it, because it's all already within me. You know what I mean? I could do anything.
I decided
anything
I'm grabbing
my mind to,
bucket of carne asada nachos.
You know what I mean?
The street.
That's the realization of what I don't just believe, but I know. That's how I was able to do all this already. I've accomplished so much, the impossible. You know, so I would love to see what they have to say now, if they actually pay attention. All they got to do is pay attention, and all that has to happen is somebody has to be like, "Hey, you heard about this dude? Oh yeah, I know him." No, you don't. See, no, you don't. Nobody knows me. I don't even have friends. I haven't had friends for decades. What do you mean you know me? We never talk. See what I'm saying? People just be saying things that aren't there. Nobody knows me, bro. No. I'm not that type of guy.
How many wings you making, for Christ's sake?
See, I'm special. I'm real special. I'm a lot different. You feel me? Like I said, no, you don't know me. None of y'all. You don't know about me either. That's clear. That's why it's funny. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is what happens when you have a gangster out here for real, right? Like I said,
he's dragging that leg today.
What did he say? Right? We are lions. There are no pacts between lions and men. And that's reality. And that's literally what it is. And it's been proven. It's not only been proven one time. It's been proven 8 million times. So that's the thing. If you're not going to acknowledge my success and reality and everything that's happened, well, then we for sure don't need to be talking about nothing, because, I mean, it's common sense. I mean, you know, acknowledgement is a given. So what do you mean? I ain't worried about that. See what I'm saying? It's totally different than what folks want to say or make a story. That's it. Folks should be paying me. It's just that simple. They should all be paying me all across.
Blue, in what scenario would that ever happen? Joey walks up to the bar and offers to buy a girl a drink. Well, I mean, he could offer, doesn't mean that he can, but he could offer to buy her one, and then he could pull his pockets out of his pants and go, "Oh shit, I'm sorry. Can you cover me?"
The board, I should never have to ask. This environment has to be facilitated, right? And that's the only kind of people I'm having a conversation with.
Nah,
People who
50
put up
wings,
capital
3
and put up
people.
money.
Hell yeah.
So just like I told you, right? That's what it's gonna be. So like I said, that's the thing. If folks
I
had
could
any
do 20
awareness
myself throughout the
of
game.
reality, well, then this would already be understood, right?
Vega.
Folks are hilarious, man.
Oh, chew the
Yeah, all
water,
of them
drag
had
your
good
leg.
things to say when I was around. All the same people. Nothing but positive things. Oh, you're amazing. You get all the work done. You do it all. Ridiculous. The minute I turn around, I guess they all turn into different people, right? The minute I leave the city, they all turn into different people, right? A couple of years go by, it's been like maybe 3 years. Everybody talking. That's crazy. Just because 3 years? See, people just so quick to forget because the society is too dismissive because of social media. Like, what works on the internet doesn't work and translate to reality. I don't know how I would need to explain that.
What's up, Vlad?
It just doesn't fly. It's not reality. It doesn't work. So what's up? Like I said, I'm out here, real boss Don, right? Real soldier for God, the warrior for God.
Caspian
And I'm
C,
real.
what up?
Oh, I exist. And like I said, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I am not worried about it. Everybody talking ain't gonna do nothing but indirectly promote me.
Speaking of dead animals, I don't know if you saw it in general, but I was walking the dog and I was going through an alley and there's a dead rat in there, just all smashed and everything. I had to take a picture of it. Thought maybe it could possibly be Gregory sighting. Who knows?
And market me without me trying. Folks is in their feelings. So like I said, now I know reality completely. So like I said, I mean, like, it's hilarious, man. All of them. I ain't in Larry Wheels' position.
What in
You
the
know?
fuck is Larry Wheels got to do with any of this shit? That's so random that he's just picking him right out of the blue. Did I miss anything of why Larry Wheels is? I mean, if you don't know, he's a bodybuilder and he's all over YouTube and shit like that. But fuck, where all of a sudden Larry Wheels out of the blue?
There we go. Not to mention that he don't own anything. None of them do because they're Masons. So I'm saying everything they have don't belong to them. Everything they have is borrowed. Everything. So what are y'all talking about? Like I said, I'm wealthier than everybody, richer than everybody, ran circles around everybody financially. Just the truth. Don't I deserve a break? See what I'm talking about? Like, brother, I'm a human being, bro. I deserve a break, man. You know, just like I deserve an actual vacation. And that's what needs to come next. And that's what God says is coming next. He said it's going to be easy for me. So, sure hope so. Because it sure as hell isn't now. It hasn't been. You know what I mean? There's signs of that. I see God at work trying to make it a little easier, you know, and I appreciate it more.
And if you want to stick around at the end of this, it was an idea that came up in Rich's chat yesterday on Saturday Madness. I think Magpie, Amfrost, I think something. schizophrenic jamboree came up in conversation, and I was already writing that down to throw in the hopper when Rich Frost and Magpie, they're like, Sheriff, you got to fucking get on that. And I'm like, I'm fucking already on it. So that's done, and that will premiere at the end of this if you want to stick around. Schizophrenic jamboree.
Anything, but it's never been easy. You know what I mean? And it's okay. Like, I don't mind that. I don't mind going through this phase because it's necessary. You know, I have to. So it is what it is. But like I said, I got this on lock, man. I got the game on lock. I don't know what folks is talking about. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is, man. Feel me? It just is what it is. You understand? But yeah, now this is 100% real. What I do is 100% real, right? So what's up? Huh? Like I said, it's funny. We are not the
smoking
same.
if you got them, round 2.
We've never been the same. Do you understand that they're definitely going to be making films and movies about me and what I've done here and what I've accomplished? They have to. Like, brother, I'm the original mob.
Well, at least to make
full-length albums. What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying, man. Talk is cheap. I ain't worried about talking. Everybody talks. That's what folks do. They want to go back and forth talking. Okay. I'll leave that to them. You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't do no talking. You feel me? So, you know, that's the thing. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's like 50 Cent said, you think you know 50, you don't know 50. Right? Right? See, that's me. I'm a lot like what he talked about. I got the same mentality. Literally. Bro, I'm a student of this game. I study.
Yeah, Blue. That's okay. Imagine Joey's thoughts being the equivalent of 2-second shorts cycling through his head nonstop. That's like when you're taking a big fat crap on the toilet and you're scrolling on your phone, and then you got that one short, and it's a short, and it keeps going and replaying while you're fucking wiping your ass, and you put your phone on the floor or the counter, whatever it is, and it's still going until you're done wiping your fucking ass. Yeah, that's Joey's fucking life.
This stuff for a living. This is what I do.
I have no idea why I brought that up, but
even out here they just be looking like, what the hell? Like, yeah, it's real. And I stood up to the establishment and won. I had already won a long time ago. I won against the system. One man is bigger than the system. So, you know, that's the thing. Some folks, they doing 12-hour live streams talking about nothing. And us, we gain ground every day. And when I speak, I only drop jewels. I talk about reality.
Do 6 2-hour live streams.
The words
talking
that I'm
about
speaking
nothing.
echo and build the future for me that I want to build. So again, we are not the same. You understand? We are not the same. We will never be the same. Like I said, it is what it is. I think we're at like 465 world records or something like that now.
Congratulations.
Folks honking. I don't know if they're honking for me, but people honk every day. You know what I mean? Come on, man. It's just hilarious. Oh, my turn.
Whee!
So yeah, like I said,
oh, my turn on
it'll
the
be what
slide.
it's gonna be, and it's just that simple. Feel me? Outside of that, it is what it is. Feel me? It is what it is. What I need is the community to get behind me and support me so we can get these neighborhoods and communities right, because we just want everybody to be safe, right? So come on. I got a real job I'm doing here. Real job. Real deal, Holyfield. We out here winning. You understand? Like I said, this is not about just the valley. This is about the world and reality, and I'm going to be doing this all over the country. You know, and it's exactly like the depiction. Like, you see the depiction when it's all about me, but he comes through and you just see him like underneath the bridge, right on the bat pot. And he turned around and all that, right? Looking just like me. I'm telling you, I'm the prophecy. And it's been happening. This has been happening. Just out here, I use bicycles. I use the bat cycle that I created and bought and fixed like 2 or 3 times myself. Talking major ordeal stuff. I just turned around and fixed it because I'm Batman. So what do you mean? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. See, folks want to talk. I mean, like, okay. I mean, I mean, it's perfectly fine, man. That's what people don't get. I don't feel any way about it. I think it's funny. I think it's just funny. So that's the thing. Like, nah, it is what it is, man. That's the thing. Everybody wants to talk on the internet. Okay. Like I said, that ain't who I am. It's not who I've ever been. You see me out here almost every day, right? Like, what's up? You know what I mean? And I'm just a normal dude, man. I'm a normal person. I do normal things and I help people. I do good deeds. I do everything I can. I'm out here doing God's work and God's will. So, I mean, nonsense. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nonsense. You understand? Like, meanwhile, they don't know I own a 300. It used to sound a whole lot better than that. You feel me?
Could you imagine Dutchie walking around with a t-shirt that says "Hardy Haw" yesterday, "Hardy Haw" now, and "Hardy Haw" tomorrow? Somebody would be looking at it like, what the fuck does that mean? No one would. There's only like a handful of people on the planet that would know what that means. It's fun.
So, like, that's the thing. I already have everything. My job is to fall back and be smart. Be smart about how I talk. Be smart about how I move. God is at work. Things are working themselves out all across the board. Okay? I'm walking karma and justice. I am vengeance. You understand? The real thing. It's happening. Every day it's happening. It's been happening. It's been happening down here. All right, and out here, everywhere. It's been happening. So that's the thing. Talk is cheap because folks don't know nothing about me.
What's your name? Ben?
Right? Because I made it that way.
Ben who? Ben Hapman.
See what I'm saying? Like, people got to understand. You got to understand how slick I am with it and how sick I am with it and how swift. You know what I mean? Like, I'm smooth. I've always been smooth. I'm smooth because I'm the real deal. So again, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? I'm so many leagues above, so many classes above.
With all Joey's catchphrases that we fucking do in Sneedville and the quotes area and shit like that, if you had just a bunch of fucking black t-shirts printed up in white print with just a bunch of his fucking quotes and wore that shit around, just fucking, and then just keep an eye out, just the looks you get from people, that'd be funny.
I'm light years ahead of everyone. Like I said, women are here for me. Their job is to pursue me. That's just basic reality. So what is you talking about? You understand? And everyone knows that's basic reality. So that's what I'm saying. When I'm around, they acknowledge that. The minute I leave, it's different. It's just like Debo. When Debo around, I be quiet. But when Debo leave, I be talking again.
I thought you were Debo yesterday.
That's the thing. Everybody wants to talk. Talk is cheap, brother. That's why I got 465 world records. See, I don't make a big deal out of stuff. I've been all over the U.S., man. I've literally, dated and been around and been with what Instagram models, all out celebrities, all sorts of stars. Women gravitate to me like a bee with honey. I mean,
a beeve? What the hell is a beeve? A honey.
And that's reality. See, now, no.
A beeve of honey. It's a beehive, a beehive. Beehive, heave, ho, the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time.
Oh, now it's corny. Now it's self-absorbed. Now it's not knowing who you are even. Now it's It's a new generation, man. The new
A
generation, nobody takes seriously for a reason. Because there's nothing there to take seriously. There's no substance. See, women used to be able to appreciate a man. Women used to know what a man was. I'm telling you, because I was here. Like I said, what? These folks can say whatever they want. You understand? The generation before them, they were all pursuing me like nobody's business. Always. And even then, I've noticed the same thing, right? This kind of outlook, fake persona, attitude, whatever, right? I've noticed it in the past. I don't sweat it, man.
What is that?
Said I don't.
He's scared.
Couldn't really hear him, but at least he was giving me the thumbs up. It's cool. He's being nice. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
start walking faster.
I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, when I was coming up in the game, I mean, everybody was telling me what it was and what I was doing. Because everybody looked at me and were like, man, he's handsome as hell.
It's funny, Dutch, you bring that up. I'd wear a t-shirt with on it. Sales office I used to work at, one of the guys, he was one of the top producers for the company, but he was a major alcoholic. He'd be drunk all fucking day long, but he'd sell the shit out of shit, right? When he would laugh, he would do it just like that and go, and we would fucking just clown him all the time about it. I had it as an actual notification for my phone. So anytime I got a text message or messenger fucking alert or email or whatever it is, my phone would just go all the fucking time.
Like, yeah. Like, yeah, that's the thing. The stories are completely different than what people were talking about. Nothing that people say has happened has happened. It was just people, you know, being on what they on. That doesn't make it real. You get what I'm saying? When folks want
the
something
guy would drink 99
so much
bananas
and they want
all day long,
things to look a certain way, right? They're going to act out of character. Okay. No problem. Has it worked out to your advantage or mine?
we had a 7-Eleven.
I'm sitting here with a full-fledged business. You see how I capitalize
You'd be fucking going back and
off of
forth
other
all day
people's
long,
mistakes
leaving
and
a trail
mishaps?
of empty
You see how I
99
keep
banana bottles.
capitalizing, winning? And again, I usually capitalize off of mistakes that are coming from who? Like I said, I'm here building a career and have a career talking about everything and everyone and whatever I want, but also pointing out and talking about the mistakes and mishaps that what so-called women are making, and I get paid to do it. See how reality works? That's justice. That's true justice. And I have gotten true justice in every situation I've ever been involved in my entire life because of God. You understand? I have seen God do it in front of me 8 million times. My God is a very nice, good God, but he does not play about me. Not at all. And I mean, not one bit. You understand? And that's why he created me, and that's why he made me into this. And I'm the real thing, and I'm here. I just want you to notice what it is. You rarely see folks around me when I'm on camera, right?
Because you run away from them.
So, like I said, I do this for real. This is my life. I've been doing this since I was yay high. You understand? When I say I run Austin, I mean I run Austin. You understand me? So, like I said, I am not a YouTuber, and there is nothing for me to explain. Folks know. You understand? See, that's the difference. What? Like I said, bro, I don't even, I'm not a guy that talks. I'm not a talker.
He's getting all defensive.
It's just not what I am. It's like my dad used to tell me, he'd point out who was the crier on the baseball team. He said, some folks are talkers. My dad was funny as hell. Some folks are criers. And he'd point out the one that was crying on my team and stuff and just talk about it. Like, my dad was hilarious. That's why I'm so good at doing radio, because of listening to my father. You know what I mean? Real talk. Because I'm, you know, the exact image of him in a lot of ways, and I'm a lot like him. You know, I'm not worried about it, man. I don't worry about nothing. How folks feel however you like. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it right now. I see everything, man. Everything. I see it all. I mean, look at that. That's love.
It's called get the
That's
fuck
okay.
out of the
You
street.
know what I mean? We're not getting the money yet, but it's okay. It's all good. You know, you got to approach things at a human level, dude. You know, you got to be nice to people. You got to, you know, say hi and greet people. It's all part of it, man. Like I said, there, you know, the press is a real thing. And today everybody thinks that they're depressed when they're not. So that's the thing. Like, I mean, it'd be one thing if I was not real or I hadn't accomplished what I said, but I really did, and I did way more than I'm even talking about. I'm really taking it light on that and taking it easy. So, I mean, believe me, folks know who I am and what it is and what I do. And they're very well aware. And this is my life, and this is what I'm going to do, and I love it. It's fun. I have fun doing what I do. I do this because it's fun and I love it. You know, I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, I really don't care what I go through. You know, I would try to keep getting back up like you see me do this entire time. I've been through crazy things, man. Some of the hardest things ever. God said the toughest ones, the real, you know, the real soldiers got to go through the hardest things.
All right, he has ended the mainstream. We have about 7 minutes left on this, and then a premiere of Schizophrenic Jamboree.
That's what God told me. You have to understand, God has not taken it easy on me on any perspective. I went through a transformation. I had to go through a you know what, literally in a rebirth. So you all think this is easy. You think I just appeared on your camera and I'm just a guy that's just talking and just put on a costume. And you know that that's not reality. I'm the real thing. I went through a transformation. I had to turn pain into power. All I know is pain. And that's why the depictions talk like me, right? He says, oh no, there's nothing you can do. But believe me, I know pain. That's me. I am pain. So you don't get it.
Wow.
I'm really an immortal vampire.
Okay, he's getting mad and he ended it. So we have like 6 minutes left here. I think that person that he just passed was clowning him and he's coping really fucking hard right now.
Out here walking around. You understand? I have no limits and I don't care. That's why everyone is funny to me. You understand? So for me, it's absolutely hilarious. You understand? Because that's the thing. You know what I mean? Just like you see him right now. Folks want to pay attention to others.
Yeah.
Instead of focusing on themselves.
Yeah, he was.
He got clowned
not
successful.
Just now, and he's angry as hell.
You know, me, I don't care what time of day it is out here. I ain't scared of the dark, right? I ain't scared of the dark at all, because I am the night, right? I am vengeance. I am Batman, right? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And like I said, we're gonna do this till the wheels fall off, homie, and it's not Larry Wheels. That's right.
Why Larry fucking Wheels?
Larry Wheels is no different than all of them. You know, like I said, this is going to be the future generation, folks that think they're strong because they got a little size on them and they a little big, right? Because, you know, the obvious, right? Because they don't believe in themselves. Every day I work out naturally. You could take a guy like Larry Wheels, bring him out here, have him come train with me. He won't come close. I mean, you will literally see in front of you a guy who looks smaller than him, right? Well, I might be taller than him, but a guy who looks smaller than him, like a lot smaller, and you will see that guy do things that he could never do, and he will be so far behind me, strength-wise, you'll be like, how is this even possible? Because that's how reality works. So y'all don't know reality because you're not, you know, experiencing it. You've been dismissing it for so long that by the time you see it, you think it's something different than what it is. And that's where I come in. That's what I represent. See, I didn't get made by YouTube. I got made by God. You understand? Nobody did anything for me. Nobody gave me any opportunity. I'm not out here to entertain. I'm not out here to be fake or act cute. This is me. I'm being myself. When I'm on camera, I'm myself. You know, folks out here say, I saw your interview. That's cool because that's
He's
marketing and
still on
promotion
that.
without trying. To me, you know, I don't ever have to worry about it. It puts itself together because God is with me. God is going to make it happen. God is my only way. You know what I mean? God is the only way. And he's the only way for everybody. You know, so my job and effort is to, like I said, have people build a real relationship with God and bring people to God the right way. And you know, that's what God is using and utilizing me for. It's in the videos, you can see it. That's why randomly these voices are talking on the
Going
videos,
to the park
and
right
it
now.
says exactly what the public needs to hear. It said maybe I can give them something to believe in. Like I said, that was God talking. God has put
Give
this all
something
together.
to
Y'all don't
believe
even
in.
know. You want a little secret? When I be, you know, making these videos, just like with my music, it'll always synchronize perfectly. Like it harmonizes. Does that make sense? It can't be a coincidence. It's God. It's the divine working through me. That's why I can make music tracks in like 5-10 minutes that are like the most amazing thing you've ever heard. I make the best music of all time. You understand? I'm the center character of history. Okay? Like people don't get it. I literally am arguably better than Elvis, you know, and it may not even be comparable. Shout out to Elvis though, all due respect to him. You know what I mean? He's a legend. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying
Shout
the
out
truth.
Elvis, y'all.
And you know, the truth will have its day. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about it. See, that's the difference. Like what? Brother, when you're the real thing, you don't need anybody's acknowledgement. You don't need outside validation. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, folks can talk, they can tell themselves whatever. I mean, that's fine. You know, I mean, that's their job. You know, they're viewers, you know, they're viewers and fans, right? And I mean, what part do they have? What say so do they have concerning me or anything I'm doing? None. That's the point. Everybody talking is complete strangers. Like what? That's what folks act like. Oh, I met him one time. I know him. No, you don't. See, no, nobody knows me. You can't know me off of meeting me briefly, right? And not even being able to have a conversation, right? Because of whatever agenda you're on, because you feel some way about my success, correct?
Yep, Blue. He's the person that says
See?
to a narcissist, here, hold
That's
my
what I'm
pot.
talking about. Folks have wasted their time this entire time. And I explained it to you. I taught y'all the game. I told you this is what they do. Waste years of time, bunch of fake nonsense and drama for no purpose. What's the point, bro? It's silly, man. I mean, truly, it is truly silly. But folks do what they do, no problem. And in the process, God has blessed me again. He always will, and he's used it to help me. That's the truth. All that gossip just helped me to become more and more famous. So that's what folks don't understand. I don't have to do much. And like I said, God told me you're going to get paid to exist. I hope so. I hope it's a real budget though, because I need it.
A real budget to
I need
exist.
plenty of dough. All right. Give me a minute. I'll be back. Get started here. Try to set some more records, get going, and we'll talk in a second. All right. Easy.
Larry Wheels. What the fuck did Larry Wheels have anything to do? Where the fuck did that? That's the only thing it's actually fucking irritating me from this whole stream. It's where did that come from? I have no idea. What do we got going on? Schizophrenic Jamboree. I've been kind of spoiled lately because the AI shit's learning from my stories. And when I queue up a song now, sometimes it'll grab bits from other songs that I've done. And it's like learning my thought process, which is kind of scary. But when I heard this, now after listening to it again, I'm like, I don't know yet, which is fine. 4 albums ago, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's fucking awesome. Now it's just getting it's getting easier to work with. But this is shut up, Sheriff. Just play it. Schizophrenic Jamboree.
picnic bench, talking to a paper plate, arguing with a squirrel about his unpaid mental state. Backpack full of crayons and a juice box with a straw. Tells the pigeons I was famous once, they just keep breaking the law. He's shouting at a stop sign like it owes him rent, trying to form a choir out of benches and cement. It's a jamboree, jamboree in the middle of the park. Joey's singing to daylight, screaming at the dark. Volume on 100, boys scratching in the air, but the world keeps walking past like he was never there. Oh, he hollers to the trees, to the ducks, to the sky, but the echo is the only thing replying back. Why? Jamboree, jamboree, hear his lonely decree. He screams louder and louder, but nobody hears Joey. He salutes a trash can like it's captain of the guard. Tells the swing set life's been hitting kinda hard. Marching in a circle like a one-man parade. Confetti made of fast food napkins in the shade. He cranks up his voice like a busted P.A. But even the pigeons slowly drift away. It's a jamboree, jamboree in the middle of the park. Joey's singing through the daylight, screaming at the dark. Volume on 100, voice scratching in the air, but the world keeps walking past like he was never there. Oh, he hollers to the trees, to the ducks, to the sky, but the echo is the only thing replying back. Why? Jamboree, jamboree, hear his lonely decree. He screams louder and louder, but nobody hears Joey. Ice cream truck rolls by, he waves like it's his friend, but the music fades away around the bend. He whispers to a mailbox, you at least care, right? The mailbox just stands there, silent in light. Jamboree, jamboree, his voice is all he's got. Echo bouncing off the slide in the parking lot. He's shouting to the heavens like a one-man show, but the world's got headphones in and nowhere to go. Oh, sings to the benches, to the weeds, to the breeze, like the mayor on the kingdom of the lost and the keys. Jamboree, jamboree, in his cracked melody, he screams louder and louder, but nobody hears Joey. Just a man and his echo in a juice box that's empty.
I tell you, my juice box is empty right now. I need to grab another cold one. So I'll leave it at that. Anyway, that's all I got. It was an hour of nonsense of bullshit. We got the Super Bowl coming up. I may go walk my dog here real quick, but I may hop in VC and just play it. I mean, if you want to come in or not, whatever it is. But I will be paying out $50 a quarter here. The game's going to be getting underway in about 20 minutes. So There we go. Anyway, chat, appreciate you. Go on, get.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.